The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Canes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Seminoles offense will have the football first. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
And they're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year.
Taking a shot on the first play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. It's complete to the right, across the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Noles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. Fires downfield. On target over the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they scoop it up. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The Noles decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, then so many games that were so important, they had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Caught over the middle, it's Gibson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on second down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Rushes on him. Keeps looking downfield. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Just drives it between the uprights. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play-action fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Bringing the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Williams looking for a man. He lobs one high down the left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Carr. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Hurricanes are on the move. They're going to ride this running back. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Hey, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Williams will pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Canes. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's got an open man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the right. Just ran over it. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Williams looking for a man. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on first and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going to the running game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here comes the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The offensive line coach would be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
And he makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some...
Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And you want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's
turning it on. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Leaves it with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Glenn. That's reeled in, it's McCoy. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Noles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He turns that loose down the right side.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Try to get it to the edge. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Glenn. He fires to the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to